And the goal which decided this one was scored in impressive fashion as they literally swept from one goal line to the other in the space of 23 seconds. It started with Mikel Nelum getting the better of Milot Rashica and ended with Jørgensen prodding in another important goal. In between, there were important contributions from Sam Larsson, Jørgensen himself and Sofyan Amrabat, who carried the ball a long way. And also had the intelligence to link up with Steven Berghuis before crossing for Feyenoord's number 9. A 5th in 6 games for him, after previously only scoring in the opener here against Twente. Amrabat justifying his continued inclusion at the expense of Jens Toornstra too. He had plenty to do to get on the end of the ball for Berghuis, but did well to outsprint Navarone 4. Just the start that Giovanni van Bronckhorst had been looking for. They had a decent record against Vitesse to uphold here too, having lost only 2 of the last 24 meetings. And they continued to improve as the game wore on. Larsson firing in the home side's final chance of the first half, before a more disappointing second period saw them hanging on at times in the game. Van Bronckhorst called the second half display very poor, and they became visibly more and more nervous as it progressed, and the second goal failed to materialise. Only as the final 15 minutes approached did they wake up again, but moves like this, which led to a Berghuis effort, were few and far between. And the next one could well have had consequences for the rest of the season. Captain Karim El Amadi was leading the charge downfield when he was pulled back by 4 and landed awkwardly. Play continued with Feyenoord on the attack, but once Jørgensen had again come off second best against Pasveer, it became clear that something serious had happened to their Moroccan midfielder. The captain's right leg had got caught underneath him. Toornstra was given the final 6 minutes in his place, but the club are waiting on the result of a scan to find out just how serious it is. He'll certainly be missing this week as they conclude the Champions League group matches when Napoli visit the Kuip. After that, it's a visit to Utrecht, which also looks beyond him at the moment. Much huffing and puffing in the final stages produced one more chance for Larsson, but no further success for the champions. Van Bronckhorst insisted last week they were still in the title race, but unless PSV suffer their own serious wobble, 14 points is a lot to make up. A draw from next week's meeting of first and third, PSV and Ajax would certainly suit them, but it will take an impeccable performance in the second half of the season to even remain in the frame. They moved up to 5th, now a point behind Zwolle and 4 off Ajax. Vitesse dropped a place to 7th.